All right, so today I am going to be doing the salt mining experiment. It's actually an experiment that I'm quite familiar with. I did something very similar to this as a science fair project back in the 5th grade, so this should be pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I do have a few tools here that I'm going to use for this experiment. Firstly, I do have this balloon here. This is probably going to generate static electricity once it comes in contact with my head after rubbing it. And here I have myself a plate with some salt mixed with pepper. All right, now on to the experiment. So what I am doing right now is rubbing this balloon on my very frizzy hair. Pretty much what this is doing is generating static electricity, and we're going to see exactly what this static electricity does when it comes in close contact with the salt and pepper on the plate. So I've just about finished rubbing this balloon on my head. So what I'm going to do now is slowly come closer to the plate here, and you can already see the pepper jumping up and sticking to the balloon here. And in case you wanted a more dramatic reaction, and here you can see it's almost entirely pepper on this balloon here. There are quite a few grains of salt as well, but I'll explain exactly why that might be in just a moment. All right, so I'll briefly explain exactly what happened with the experiment. So pretty much when I rubbed the balloon against my hair, it caused the occurrence of static electricity on the balloon. So pretty much what static electricity is just a negative charge. So there's now a negative charge on the balloon from me rubbing it against my hair. So when I bring the negatively charged balloon close to the plate of salt and pepper, the salt and pepper polarizes. So pretty much to break down exactly what the polarization means, from what I understand, is that all the electrons in the salt and pepper go to one side, leaving the opposite side to be positive. So it's positively charged. That positively charged side of the salt and pepper is now attractive to the negative charge of the balloon, which in turn causes the salt and pepper to jump up and try to stick to the balloon now. So the reason that, more pepper was sticking to the balloon than salt is, I believe, because salt in this case was a bit more heavier than the pepper. So the salt was definitely still attracted to the balloon, but because of its weight, it couldn't quite lift off the plate as efficiently as the pepper in this instance, which is the reason why we see a lot more pepper than salt on the balloon. However, we did see salt on the balloon too, so that tells us that the salt was definitely attracted to the balloon as well.